The very sad life, no blurbs. Hey, Kaylee. Hey, Mr. Rizgod. Hi, why? Hi, why what? Hey, Ramsma. Rasma. I'll get it right in a second. And that girl. We have a Goofy, Jazzy, Jay Willie, Jaslyn. How are y'all all doing? Oh my god, hi. Hey, Andrea. How are y'all doing today? Did y'all have a good 4th of July weekend? A test of your reflexes. Hey, Kaylee. Yes, very sad. One day they will, like, fix that. Um, and let us do the thing. Oops. Let me put my chat thing up here. 1 second. Okay. That chat up. No, sadly. You did not have a good weekend. I am so sorry. I actually had a wonderful weekend. Um, I went dancing with my girlfriend one night. Unfortunately, that's when my headache started getting worse. Not because of the dancing or anything, but because I still need to get my neck fixed. Um, oh, well, that is so sad, darling. I'm so sorry to hear that. Hi, Jazzy. I do not play Roblox. I do not. I have so many games that I have bought that I need to play through. Thank you, Andrea. Uh, but yeah, and got to go to a very geeky. The only way I can describe it is if you've ever been to a convention and they have like a dealer's room there, it was kind of like that, except without the convention. People were dressed up in some horror things. I saw a Michael from Halloween, um, the the puppet from Saw. Matter of fact, it walked by, or they walked by, and I just was trying to be cutesy. It was just like, do you want to play a game? And they turned around and we did rock, paper, and scissors. I lost, but still, it was a lot of fun. Because I watched a movie, I didn't even know. So, one of the older movies that I enjoyed was called The Craft, and I did not know that they made The Craft too. It's not as good as the first one, but it was definitely a lot of fun. Um, and me and my Mando Man um, sat down and watched that. And I met his puppy. His puppy's so cute. It's a husky. So it's very, very cute. So very, very cute. Oh, thank you, Goofy. Is that game you're playing cost money? Because I want this one right here. Is if you look all the way over there, it's Final Fantasy 14, and yes, it does cost money. You do have to buy the initial games and the X packs. Which with every new X pack, I think they like lower the cost of how much it costs to don't quote me on it, but to get the earlier ones to give it a try. You don't have to pay for the monthly if you don't mind not being in a free company, not being able to trade. Um, and I know I've got somebody in chat who can tell you they can't do's a little better. I don't even can they whisper? I can't remember. The free through Shadowbringers. So you wouldn't have to pay monthly, but you do have to pay for the initial game. Um, and if you want to get past Shadowbringers, then you would have to pay the monthly cost. So Alright, so last we left off, we were trying to find Sid's airship, and we went and spoke to. I'm probably going to jack this up from memory. Drillmont, uh, uh, and right as we were like getting his attention, the Inquisitor came in and uh, put a wrench in our monkey works. So no shouts, no tells, no yells. Gotcha. Um, Now you can't make your own party, but can you join a party, or are you just bound to the roulette? Oh no, market board. Oof. Wow, there's a gill cap on that. Okay, housing I kind of get, and I knew about the trading. Uh, okay, so if I wanted to add someone who I could do that, but you can't use party finder. Got it. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, so we're trying to find such ship. Back up a little bit. You can see what's going on. Um, so yeah, I actually looked at, because there's a website where you can see all the names of the quest and how much further you've got to go in each of the X-Packs and stuff. And I was actually kind of surprised at how far we have come and how close we are to getting his ship. So, no, I thank you, Goofy. All right, so the best inventions. Um, Sid would like to furnish the infirmary with infirmary. Infirmary. Words are hard, y'all. With a new alembic. Not certain what that is, but we'll get reminded. You're X-raying on donuts. I'm not certain what that means, but cool. Might I have a word with you, Grandma? It concerns the chirurgians. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient alembics for their needs, you see. So I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced uh, alembic, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. All I require to complete the device are the cores of 3 ice spirits, although commonly used to reduce the temperatures of alchemical mix. Oh, I know what they're talking about now. Having an alchemist, I know what they're talking about now. There is a way to alter their properties so that they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. It must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it will work. Well, then let's go kill the things. And I need to get on here and run my summoner too. Alright. We're going out the back door. I always forget this is here. I know there's a way of getting in here. A little fat chocobo. Okay. Hi, Jay. How you doing, darling? Oh, I need my... And all the skills are not lit up. I'm just saying, man. It's funny how you get used to all of your skills when you have a max level toon. And when you go back through it, I don't even have half of what I use. Everything's on the bar because as we open them, at least they'll be there. One more. No, I do not want to be part of the, I think it's a little out of its circle. Okay. This is why I always forget it because it's so well hidden by the rocks and the wall. Alright. Let's go give these to Sid. Alright. Have you obtained the cores? If so, please show them to me. What an amazing device! But is it truly an Omvixer? I've never seen its like before. I too am unsure what to make of this machine. While certainly impressed, I've no idea how to make use of it. Nevertheless, if it is as effective as he claims, it will be a great boon to the infirmary. And think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save. Even so, I wonder, where thee, the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts wondrous and strange, for his generosity comes at a cost. Their earnest efforts are but a means to an as yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic. They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation proffered by these unbelievers. Oh my God, a pumpkin! Wow! Do we have our other pumpkin too? Why does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Francel's trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. Well, what we gonna do now, Sid? Influencing Inquisitors. Sid is concerned about Inquisitor Guillaume. Yeah, boy, bro. Hey, sweetheart. Before we can persuade Lord Gran'ma to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Guillaume that we are not his enemy. But just how might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure of Coerthus. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of White Front. Share your findings with Alphino in the square. I'm sure he can formulate a strategy from there. Alright. We talk to all the people. Patrick! That's funny, I have a toon named Patrick, and I got really tickled when I got to this point. Under Inquisitor Guillaume's watchful gaze, an unprecedented numbers of heretics had been unmasked and brought to justice. They say he goes days without sleep. So great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such a goodly, righteous man to protect us. Mm-hmm. Inquisitor Gulang, I haven't the foggiest of who you speak. Unbeliever? Oh, I haven't the foggiest of whom you speak, unbeliever. Ah, we have learned of your deeds at Witchdrop. I will not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you've hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you. And I just got reminded I have not muted my Discord. Alright, well, so that's a thing. I can find the other person I'm supposed to talk to. Maybe they're upstairs. I may have missed them. Or maybe they were downstairs. Who knows? Ah, there we go. Inquisitor Guling? Yes, of course I know him. Alas, I have not seen him since the day he came to White Grim Front several moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in the snow that day, and I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the night's watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior in a darkness black as pitch. My route took me outside the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I woke, it was days later, in this very bed where I have lain recuperating from my injuries ever since. I had tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Goulain rescued me, carried my unconscious body to the gates. I owe him my life, madam, and I hope to one day repay his kindness. Hi, Tatina and Carlio. How y'all doing, darlings? Alright, let's go find this last person so it will trigger us to be able to talk to our little Alfie now. Yes, I'm like stomping all over the table. The Holy See has decreed that the Inquisitors are the arbiters of Halon's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. Mm-hmm. Oh, Alpha, no. Come here, boy. You've got some thinking to do. GM. So almost almost G? GM? Okay. GM. I will try to remove that. I'm just saying. So the L's aren't pronounced? Yeah. Uh. Oh. GM. So I don't. French, of course. All the letters we don't use. Of course, we do it too over here in the English too. So, hey, Allie. How you doing, darling? Okay, so he's cold because evidently he's not smart enough to have brought a jacket to cover up the parts that you can see. And I'm just going to leave it at that. In case you have yet to notice, my attire is ill-suited to this climate. That's what jackets are for. I'll leave it to Ishgard. I realized it soon after our arrival, but paid it no mind, as I had hoped we might find the enterprise far faster. Instead, we wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind, our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with this irksome inquisitor. It tells me you have been busy making inquiries, yes? It should come as no surprise that he is held in high regard. Even so, I'm beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us now. Now let us more closely review the testimonies you obtained, Grandma. Mayhap they will provide insight to the Inquisitor's GM. I've tried. I'm just going to say GM. That's actually easier for me to say with no teeth. GM motivations. Because, yeah, we're already up to 40. And so, yeah, we've got like 10 levels of MSQ. Oh, woohoo, we get a coffer. Alfie out here. I know. That's why I was just like, his boots, his hands, the side. And it's not both of him. Well, it's not both sides. This side is covered well, but you can see his leg there, his leg on the other side, and the whole. I mean, you do find out that the mom dressed them alike, and it's just like, what were you thinking? Because, as we know, it also snows in Charlian. So, yeah, a jacket boy. I mean, he's got a hood. And I just saw something that I forgot to get. And if I don't do it now, I'll forget. Okay. Alright, Alfie, what are we doing? Besides finding you a coat. I mean, at least I get smart in Garland, right? By the lights of this guard, Alphino appears to be in deep thought. Something troubles me about that wounded knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the eastern gate. Yes? But the main road leads to the southwestern gate. Since we've arrived in Whitegrim Front, I've seen no travelers arrive by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply that the Inquisitor came from north of the eastern gate, not south. But it cannot be so. That way lies naught but a deep chasm. Assuming Sir Gerlot is not misremembering, the Inquisitor's behavior that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on this mystery, and it just dawned on me I don't have my pearls on. I can't clutch my pearls. It's okay. I'm not worried about that. Alright, so I think we get to it easier this way, if I'm remembering. Since I don't have flight yet. And there, yeah. Because I think the other way I always end up having to like jump down. Come on, Melody. I mean, Lord help that I name it something that I can actually pronounce. Alright. my little chicken little. That's what I should have named it. Should have named it Chicken Little. Okay. I'm in the snow mound. I disappeared into the snow mound. And oh my goodness. We have an Inquisitor's corpse. He's dead, Jim. I have to remember that I can actually like mount up and go a little bit faster. Alright, back to gate. You found something, didn't you? Yeah, I got it in my little pocket here. Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. I see. The scroll contains what appears to be an official papal appointment to the position of Inquisitor. Given the contents of this encyclical, I believe you have just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor, Gio. Newly come to Coarthus and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity. For even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointment? Still, while this is incontrovertible proof, I just cannot read or speak today, that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity, or why he has decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly, Gran'ma, before he learns that his deception has been discovered. I'm okay with that. And we just got another level. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Alrighty. Blood for blood. Alphino is determined to discover Inquisitor GM's true identity. Since Lord Drillmont has already been turned against us, I fear that this, going up, encyclical, Maybe, how do you pronounce that? That's driving me nuts. Alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. But what might persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsements of two high houses? The cook did say that the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights. If a certain knight were to provide testimony that supports our claim, yes, mayhap this is the only way left to us. Encyclical. Okay. That sounds better than what I was like jacking. It's just like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I know it's not right. Encyclical. Got it. Hopefully I remember when it comes back up. Yes, mayhap this is the only way left to us. Confront Sir Jorlat with the evidence you discovered and see if it helps him to recall the truth of that time. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with such horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the enterprise. Make it so. Alright, let's see if we can't draw this man's memory. Oh, you have returned. Is there something else you wanted to ask? The Inquisitor is an imposter? Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He is a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of the Fury. You would have me believe that is all a lie? If you are so certain that your ludicrous story is true, then go and speak with Sarah Pranilla. She was at the Eastern Gate that night, and she helped with the Inquisitor carry me here. But I will never speak against the man who saved my life. We'll see. Hello, Severiano. How are you doing today, darling? So... Hi. You? I do not believe I know you, madam. Pray move along and trouble me no more. I need your help. Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know not of it. Not at all. I doubt your words. You know? Oh, you know, don't you? Fury take me. I prayed this day would come. When Sir Jorlock gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Javanian abominations lashed out at him. Nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, strained to see the enemy. But what came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family, secrets I had never told another. He said that if I kept his confidence, Sir Jorlock and I would be spared. But if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When at last I agreed to his terms, the man came forward. His robes marked him as an inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together we carried Sir Jorlock to the infirmary, and on his first night in White Brim Front, Inquisitive Geum was heralded as a hero. I remember you? Not particularly. The more you come to the streams and the more I see your name, the more I will remember people and stuff. I have an old lady's brain. Grandma brain. It's a real thing, y'all. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing seized while in possession of draconian rosaries. As I feared he was condemning the innocent to death, I wanted to confess to Lord Gran'ma, wanted to put an end to the madness. But then I would remember the Inquisitor's threats, and so I did nothing, until Lord Francis was accused. Some time ago I followed the Inquisitor and found that he kept draconian rosaries in a chest hidden southeast of White Brim Front. So I took several from his chest and planted them in shipments bound for Skyfire locks. As I hoped, they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Helenar, thus exonerating Lord Francis and casting doubt on the other recent trials. And that is the entire truth, I swear. Alone forgive me for not acting sooner. I think we got what we needed. I think. Maybe. Whoop, I guess they're outside. Hi, fade out. How you doing, darling? Oh. Alright, so we're getting the suspicious box. Let's see if Gran'ma will believe us now. As long as it is a clean joke, you may. If it is racist or homophobic or nasty, then no. Only clean jokes. There you are. I'll have to go one more slide of steps. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you free access to the stone vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. Yeah, you might want to see this. There had better be a very good explanation for why you were carrying these rosaries. And where did you find this? Go up. Encyclical. This papal encyclical. Ha! Fury take me. The Inquisitor is a heretic? Never before have I heard such an unbelievable tale, but this evidence and your testimony could have no other explanation. I have misjudged you and your friends, Gran'ma, and for that I deeply apologize. I will permit you to enter the outpost, but first I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal impostor to justice. You got it. Oh, get good boots. Get my feather new pair of shoes. And we're going to. What do you mean we can't? Oh, it's because there's not an aetherite. The heretic among us, Lord Gran'ma, requires your assistance in bringing the heretic masquerading as the Inquisitor GM to justice. That thrice damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hells take him and his Dravanian allies. I am told he mates for Snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul whom he has branded heretic. If we hurry, there may still be time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength, Gran'ma. Together, let us put an end to this impostor's heresy once and for all. You got it! Man, those things make me dizzy sometimes. Woo! Okay. I forget where we're going. Heck no, but sometimes that button just does not. Well, I have to go out the other. If we're going to avoid aggroing. If I remember correctly, I think this is a duty. Possibly. Yep, I see the little duty shine. Hi, Yolanda. I promise you only have to say it once, darling. Okay. You needn't tremble so, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in Halone's hall. Only the wicked. Oh, thank you, darling. But why? Why must I die? By all that is holy, I swear to you that I have never questioned the teachings of Halone. Inquisitor, release the maid and come with us. My Lord Gran'ma, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am at present conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain. I name thee heretic, murder of Inquisitor Giam, and countless innocents. You are a traitor to Ishgard, to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. Ah, grave allegations indeed. But you will find your logic is flawed. How can I betray that which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Drillmont, my conscience is quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, can you say the same? You whose hands are black with the blood of those whose only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade? You speak to me of this guardian innocence. Ha! All are complicit in these crimes, for all live their lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me, deafened by dogma as you are. If you desire retribution, Lord Drillmont, then come, and let us see how his guardian still fares against Giovannian fang and claw. Never trust an elf with a soul patch. I mean, you're not wrong. Show the heretic no mercy. He must pay for the innocent blood he has spilled. I can't. Oh, poker down there. Why is it we can jump from that and suffer a little bit of damage, but everything else, no problems, no worries. I have been blessed with power far beyond your ken. What about beyond my Barbie? I am reborn! No, I'm afraid it is not an illusion. I have another wyvern coming through. The dragon stands before you, yet still you do not flee. No, I do not. I think where they won't hit the. And there we go. My glamour's dispelled. Hey, John Spence, how you doing, darling? Your plans lie in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they will be your last. Ha! You may not recall the many Ishgardians I have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that I am content. My my only regret is that you yet live. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within the stone vigil will rend you asunder. And when you are dead, white brim front shall fall. Defiant to the last, leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserves not better. Grandma, I must apologize for involving you in this sordid business. You should never have been asked to intervene in Ishgardian affairs of state. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter which first brought you into our midst. It is past time that you were reunited with your heirship. But this is not the place to discuss such matters. Pray visit me at White Brimfront and bring your associates. Yay! Hi, Daniel. You're a big fan. Yay! I'm already subbed. I'm so cool. Alright. Let's see if we can get out of here without aggroing. We don't have an aetheryte there to return to. Oh, that's very sweet. I appreciate it. Okay. Let's get Alfie no. Alfie no. Hi, Alfie. Where have you been, Grandma? The false inquisitor has been slain, has he? Yes, well, his was a tale always like to end in bloodshed. Although you have overcome the latest in a long line of unfortunate impediments, I would ask you not to reveal your victory just yet. We can celebrate once we have secured the enterprise. That's what we're working towards, in pursuit of the past. Alphino is eager to enter the Stone Vigil. As I am sure you will agree, it is past time we entered the Stone Vigil. Pay Lord Trim on a visit and remind him of his obligation to us. Sid and I will follow anon. Because I would hate for you to have to walk up with me. I'm just saying. Grandma's bringing the puppy in the house. Doo-dah, doo-dah. We owe you all a great debt of gratitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Geum would still be among us, free to prey upon the innocent. I see now that I was a fool to dismiss your claims out of hand, but you must understand, it seemed too much hope. Too much to hope that the scions of the Seventh Dawn still lived, to say nothing of Master Garland. Never have I been happier to have been proven wrong. Well, it is gratifying to know that someone has derived a measure of enjoyment from your error. Now, if you have no further objections, we would appreciate it if you would permit us to enter the Stone Vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, yes, of course. It is the very least I can do, and given all that you have done for us. But entering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. You speak of the Dravanians that now hold the ruin? In part, yes. I should explain. Shortly after you arrived, I had my men scour the old records. They confirmed that an abandoned airship had been seized by the soldiers garrisoned at the Stone Vigil in the days following the calamity. As far as we have been able to ascertain, it was still in their custody when the outpost was overrun by the dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say, nor can I give you any assurances that it has not been removed in the intervening years. For far too long, the ruin has served as a Dravanian foothold in Coerthas, from which they have struck out at us with depressing regularity. Although we have pushed them back behind the walls, we have, as yet, been unable to drive them out. And I cannot say when the situation will change, or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord Drummond, but there is no guarantee that you will prevail. In any event, we have not the time to wait. We will secure our property without Ishgardian aid. The girl's like, yep, I see. Well, that may be for the best. I will inform Sir Nathalan of your impending visit. May Halone guide you, Scions. Hi, Danny. Alrighty then. And it just dawned on me, I do not have a Langsley. Do I have someone who can, like, run me through it? I can queue. That is not a problem. Not in the slightest. I mean, for that matter, I could, like, do the trust or whatever. Okay. Yay! Well, wait. Hello, dear sir. I would like to enter these walls and halls, please. Hail, Gran'ma. Lord Drummond has apprised me of the situation. You may enter the stone vigil whensoever you will. Yay! And while we wait, give me a moment to check on a message real quick. Okay. Give me your address. Okay. I have a friend who is going out of town, and she has adult children um, who are going to be watching the little children. But I'm going to be kind of like, if something happens, they can give me a ringy ding, and I can go help out. Take your time, sweetheart. I'm in no hurry at all. And that would be the address. sons. They are so sweet. I mean, we do tease about we've gone through some of these dungeons so much we could do it with our eyes closed. I mean, we could test that theory. I kid. I kid. I really do kid. I do that. I'm gonna open my popcorn. And my son, so I call it Kool Aid. It's not Kool Aid because Kool Aid has sugar in it. But Walmart has these packets that he makes me a Kool Aid drink. So I'm drinking grape Kool Aid tonight. But I didn't know it was made for me. I thought that was something that they made because, yes, I understand my house and all that other happy stuff, but I afford them their privacy too. Um, but I got fussed at today. It was just like, and I said, you have not drank any of the Kool Aid I have made you. And I look at my son like, I didn't realize it was made for just me. I thought it wasn't made for y'all. And he's just like, no. And he pulls out another one. It's lemonade. I can't drink lemonade because of my GERD. It lemons and lemonades type things, except pies and cakes, oddly enough, actually trigger my GERD because of the acid in it. Um, it's just like, I fixed this. He said, it's lemonade, since you can't have it, and figured you could drink the grape. So I'm drinking grape Kool-Aid now. But yeah, you helping me is greatly appreciated because although I can heal this dungeon, you know how crazy it can get when people don't understand what they're doing or admit properly or anything like that. So I'm just saying. Endless queue is endless. Yeah, I was very surprised to have that like number one. What was it yesterday? Like that was number one in the queue, which meant I was waiting on 90 something other people to want to log in and us get thrown into AOZia. Oh, we go. I just sent a message to Media real quick while she's waiting on the queue. I'm just saying, man. 23 people don't want to get out. Move it! I'm just saying, man. Oh, we got bear! Sorry. It's one of those things I know media's driving the bodies. But that said, there are certain ones that I get more excited. One day, y'all might actually get to see my sugar britches. Just saying, man. Oh, cutscene. I love my sugar britches. Alright. Yay! Oh, I don't have that one. Hey, I'll stay a little behind you. And I still love that whole one of those. Oh, I don't have my AoE. I'm sitting there just like, why didn't my AoE kick? I'm not that big yet. Okay. Treasure chest. It's like, put the bow down just for a second and use the whistle. Like I said, I don't have near. Alright, I'll catch that. I'm gonna grab this chest. I do remember where the chests are. Hey, Jonathan, how you doing, darling? Oh, a hat. And trust me, y'all gonna see me get the fight and heal a lot further on. Right now, I just want to get through the story. Oh, thank you, darling. Look, it's the Enterprise. Okay. Yes, just beyond that enormous sleeping dragon. Well, if everybody be quiet, we can get past it. The dragon is not our concern. We have come for the airship, and only the airship. Sid, you and I will sneak aboard the Enterprise and prepare it for launch. Gran'ma, you stay here and keep an eye on the beast. If it waits, we may need you to provide a distraction until we are ready to depart. And you can manage that, can't you? That settles it then. Shall we, Sid? As you command. By your command. I mean, you have to admit, it is a very pretty dragon. So you mean to slay Garuda next? Interesting. Most interesting. And you are aware that her strength greatly exceeds that of your previous primal conquest? A testament to the fanatical devotion of her followers. The Ixal are nothing if not zealous. I know, right? In spite of your past achievements, I labor to believe that you will best this foe. Yet only a fool would underestimate the great bringer of light, slayer of a free, bane of Titan. If any mortal is capable of defeating the Lady of the Vortex, it is you. Win or lose, the battle should at least make for an entertaining spectacle. Assuming, of course, you live that long. Alphino, the dragon! Confound it all. And of course, La Habrea is going to leave us. Did they extend this? I don't remember it being this long originally. Let us see how well your blasphemous gifts serve you this time, crystal bearer. Alright, kill it. No. Thank you. I think that's the last one for a bit. I didn't check the list. Y'all look at Bear. He's so cute. Oh my gosh, he's just such a cutie. Such a sweetie, such a cutie. I'm just saying, ma'am. Alrighty then. And we have mapped the realm. And yes, that is a real thing for me. If I didn't get that, I would have gone back and gotten whatever room I was missing. Oh, yay! Y'all get to see Sugar Bridges. I love my Sugar Bridges. There's our crystal. Kelly Sword. Alright, so we only have one left after this. Then we have all the crystals. Gran'ma, Gran'ma, are you alright? Speak to me. 12 be praised. I feared the beast had injured you. I think that's the first time that Afino actually shows, like, honest, deep concern. I mean, I'm not just a person. It was just one of those that he's deeply concerned for my well-being. This is where I started to start liking him. But it wasn't until after we got into Heaven's Word that I actually liked them. I see now why the others rated you so highly. When you were caught in the midst of an etheric bubble with the dragon, I was all but certain my next mission would be to find a new champion. Thank the gods for sparing me that inconvenience. I have quite enough to do already, which reminds me, Sid is working on the Enterprise as we speak. Let us go and see what he has to say. Hey, Skipper Danny, are you ready to poker? I need to, like, work it to where I can have it on my YouTube. What say you, Sid? Will she fly? Y'all get to hear Sid's voice for the first time in this next cutscene. Nope, isn't it? Doesn't he speak? I am. Yes, they will not be a pleasant ride. Didn't they voice this one? Well, I dare say it will be no more unpleasant than staying here. 'Tis a pity the Enterprise is not in a better state, but if she will allow us to quit this place, I shall not complain. 4 of the 7 groundhogs have been caught by the good Lord. 4 down, 3 to go. If all are in agreement, let us return to Gridania. Though I would like nothing more than to set course for the Howling Eye, it is plain the Enterprise is in no condition to weather the storm. She must needs be repaired if we are to proceed with our mission. remember if this is voiced or not. This is all so familiar. I I know this airship. If I could just it's no use. Let's go. Now I understand. You've gotten to that part. Oh no, this is not the one that I'm thinking of. The one I'm thinking of is when they get it going again. Never mind. It's been a minute, hush. Ah, how I have longed for the more agreeable climate of the 12th wood. Yet I will not deny the Holy See had its charms. Endless detours aside, for its guardian jaunt proved quite an adventure. Alas, our work is far from done. We still have an airship to repair and a primal to slay. No rest for the heroic, eh? And yet y'all tell me to rest all the time. I'm just saying, man. Alright. Into the eye of the storm. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? We get a new headpiece. It appears to be in deep thought. It calms me to look at her. It's as though I've been reunited with a part of me I never knew was missing. Hardly surprising. You did design and build her. I bear good news. The seers have granted our request to house the Enterprise. We may take as long as we require to repair her. Of course, it would be rank folly to take one moment more than we require. Garuda, lest we forget, grows stronger by the hour. If we are to have any hope of uh, rest, wresting this benign realm from her talons, it must needs be soon. Though I am no expert on the workings of airships, it seems plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. Am I not correct, Sid? You are. Frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far. As you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, apt to turn proud trees to matchwood. Our battle will end before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm. Given time, I believe I can fully repair her. But if this tempest is as fearsome as you say, even that may not be enough. Confound it. There must be a way to brave the fury of the elements. The elements. But of course, that's it. We work upon the element itself. Using the power of a corrupted crystal, we could clear a path through the storm and spare the Enterprise a battering. I see. You propose to utilize the properties of the crystal to alter the elemental aspect of the bearer. It seems so childishly simple in retrospect. Though mayhap not to you, Grandma, we speak of the manifestations of over-aspected aether that can be found throughout Eorzea. Since the calamity disrupted the land's etheric currents, such crystals have become comparatively commonplace, which has been a cause of great woe. as they are known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms. The point is, we could theoretically use a corrupted crystal to convert the wind aspected ether comprising Garuda's barrier into ether of another aspect, one she cannot control. Highness card. With certain modifications, the Enterprise should be able to deliver us to the Howling Eye in comfort, however hard Garuda blows. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. All of this rests upon our ability to procure a crystal with the necessary properties. Have you any idea where we might acquire one? Ah, cool. Well, I'm glad you're here, darling. No, but I know a man who might. A scholar by the name of Lamberton, who resides in Camp Drybone. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time at the church. Well, Marquise met him, I suppose. Whether out of pity or for want of a more willing listener, he would talk to me for hours at a time about his etheric studies, corrupted crystals being his pet subject. It was as a result of these conversations that poor Marquise was observed to possess an uncommon knack for theoretical science. Hi, Kayla. How you doing, darling? Gran'ma, I need you to return to Thanalan and seek out the scholar. Sid and I will set about repairing the Enterprise in your absence. Well, okay. Let's get on the other side. Yes, I wish to leave the landing area. Hi! What was I doing? Oh, I was actually going to get to Thanalan, the freeway, by way of the freeway. Aw, thank you, darling. I appreciate that. Actually, I think I actually forgot. I probably did. Yeah, my ticket's expired. Well, so if they didn't, I'd go turn them in, but did I ran right past you? Okay. I'm so sorry. Come here, please. You know why? Because we haven't done the whole send friends request with all the people coming to haunt you. There he is. Oh my goodness. And I need to get dote on her. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. There we go. But see, if you're not on my friends list or in my party, I don't see you. But as soon as you're on there, hi! I see people who are on my friends list. And don't move. I want y'all to see this beautiful child. Look at him. Is he not just the most adorable thing you've ever seen? So cute. So very, very cute. I love him. He's my little sugar britches. I love him so much. If Grandma was bigger, she'd pick him up and give him a big old hug and a kiss. I love these toons. I do. So cute. And I don't know what. It's going to sound really crazy to everybody else, but you'll get it. I don't understand what it is. The same exact shirt that I get giddy over seeing on Hugo and on Efren is just cute and adorable on him. Does nothing. It just is adorable. So I guess because it's him, it's my sugar britches. Keep, keep him in her tiny little. Exactly. Exactly. He is so dorky and gay. I love him. And the storyline you have behind him and his bow is just, I love it. I love it. Oh, thank you, Kim. I appreciate that, baby. How you doing today? That's Monk, right? Monk? I'm gonna say Monk. Just so cute. Adorable. Yes. Keep him in her tiny little pocket. Quinn. Yeah, I could not remember because I call him Sugar Britches, and it's just one of those. I could not, for the life of me, remember what his boyfriend's name was. Oh, that's Dancer. Hang on. Right? Yes, Dancer. For some reason, I thought that was the whole. Because I guess I didn't see the weapons. It's just too cute. No, go away. I don't answer the phone when I'm streaming. There we go. That's the mom. His little belly button. Why is that just so adorable on him? I'm just saying. And maybe it was the arm wraps, and I was confusing the arm wraps with the body. I just remember there were wraps and the whole. Yeah. So cute. He is adorable. I swear he is. These village people looking dweeb. Hi, MCA. Yes, glam really is the end game, people. I'm just saying. Even when I'm playing Star Wars, I'll go and get glam. Oh, nice. So you got two different builds for the Astro. That's pretty cool. I should do Windhurst on them again this week before reset. Yeah, I was still trying to get a piece, and the pieces that I was looking for tank are just not dropping for me to even roll on. So, oh, that's another one. Love it. Oh my god, and those shoes on him are adorable. Okay, I can sit and look at your toons all day long. You know this. You're having a horrible time with range. Oh, hello, Chloe. How you doing, darling? Okay, let me get to it. Oh, I'm over. At sidetracked. Okay, hang on. I was just going to get over here. There we go. Drop the cost of the teleport. I'm not ready to use my free ones. That's right. He was in the side room here. I ended up giving up running on vet because I couldn't. Good Lord. Yeah, and that's the thing is, I was trying for the tank pieces. I was actually running the last of the 8-man since we can roll on all of that gear to get a full set for the DPS to help with the near stuff on Sundays. Uh, that's probably going to be as high as I can get my red mage. So yeah, somehow Zach has gotten every. Wow. Why, yes, I am Professor Lambertine. Beg pardon? You wish to hear about my research on corrupted crystals? Truly? Well, nothing would give me greater pleasure than to discuss my work with a fellow woman of science. I'm saying, man. I'm just saying. And honestly, that could be once we get done with the book or whatever. We can do that. I don't care. I really don't care. That way I can get. Oh, gee, Grandma. At least all the pieces from that. It won't be the highest eye level that I can get, but at least it will be closer to what we need in order to run near. So, oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay. Sealed with actually that's not what I was doing. I'm actually at an 8th right, and I keep forgetting to do this. Oh yeah, I got a couple of good pieces out of there. So, alright. Glamour plate number 2. Apply. There we go. Alright, now, Southwest Science, Professor Lambertine is about to show you something you will never forget. So rare it is to find fellow intellectuals in this region. It is even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Woe is me. Let me twist your arm, okay? Ow! Quit it! Okay. Come to think of it, there was another, a hermit, to whom the church had given sanctuary. A curious fellow, unsociable, rather daft at first impression, yet possessed of an amazing affinity towards the science pursuits. Rather daft. He just called Sid rather daft. But to the matter at hand, did you say you wish not to conduct field observations, but to harvest the corrupted crystal? Ye gods, woman! At least take the necessary precautions so that you do not suffer from exposure to its harmful energy. I'm beginning to wonder if you've sufficient qualifications to handle such hazardous materials. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. My ignorance is somehow endearing. Wow! Lucky for you, I have precisely the means by which these inherent dangers may be averted. Simply store the crystal you seek within this warded pot to protect yourself from deleterious effects, though I suppose you will be bombarded with its energies until you place it within the vessel. Well, perhaps it shall motivate you to work quickly. In any case, take the pot to Hahasako, a student of mine monitoring the flow of aether at Highbridge. Explain to him your quest, and he shall instruct you in the finer points of crystal harvest. Ironically, I'm queued for M10 to 12 right now since I need a single piece of leggings to upgrade his ass. Nice. Very nice. Alright, let's go! And I always do this And I always forget that there's something back here. Do they ever have quests back here? I mean, okay. Or is this just a... No. PB&J Bros. I wonder how many people we confuse when we call them that. Save some for me. Alright, I have to go up. Now, he is down the stairs up here. Oh, there we go. How many times must I be made to explain myself? I'm not contemplating suicide, you imbecile. I have chosen this precise position to perform scientific measurements. I didn't say that. Psycho. Let's do this together, bro. What have we here? A containment vessel? Why, this is the handiwork of Professor Lamberton. You thieving knave, I shall call for the... Oh. You say the man himself lent it to you? Then you must have sought me out for his instructions. Which means he believes me experienced enough to expound upon his explanations? At last, the recognition I so rightfully deserve. Bruh. Ooh, that's a nice. I can't slam it, but you know what? It's okay. We'll slam when we get back over there. I do not like the way that makes her. It looks like she's got her head forward. I don't like it. Alright. And we'll be getting some woolen dresses on too. With the utmost care. Hayasaka was trying very hard to contain his excitement, and it's failing. Oh, for a joyous day! Canoe, Calais! That I should be chosen to guide this woman. Yes, I, Hayasaka, greatest of Professor Lamberton's pupils, shall see that you successfully quarry your quarry. Your timing is impeccable, in fact, for I was just preparing to procure corrupted crystals from the burning wall for my personal research. There, the devastating destruction caused by the calamity has blessed us with a bounty of sublime specimens, but something tells me that naught but a perfect peace will satisfy your high standards, in which case you must needs descend to the deepest depths. Amidst the flowing waters and the murderous Mirrorites lies the most fantastic formation I have found thus far. Take this highly advanced researcher's tool and use it to separate a small fragment from the large cluster. Place it within the ward pot and bear it back to me for inspection. The path which leads from the Burgundy Falls to the base of the burning wall is treacherous and terrifying, but advance with with appropriate caution, and you shall surely survive. Okay. Alright. Let's see if I can remember how to maneuver down there. Man up. It's funny, I spent a lot of time over here on the OG Gran'ma on a time node in this cave. Meatworm! Ah. we're going to try. Some Maronite not going to be able to. You could turn around, dude. Well, I meant like towards the other way. Alright, we're gonna aggro, but we're gonna try and keep running. Oh, wow. Alright. I ain't mad. I have to go that away, if I remember correctly. Yep. No, I saw that coming. Oh! We have going down, if I remember correctly. I'm telling you, it is so much easier when you can fly. No, we have to keep going down. It is all the way at the bottom. And then we could run all the way back up. You're going to fight that one. Because he will look towards and all up in our face. Let's go get this real quick. Grandma lost down there in all the grass. Let's see if we can outrun them. Nyong. Possible. Maybe. Yep. Alright. Oh, wait. Did I forget something? Oh, man. I think I do that every friggin' time. Best part of peace. Then you put it in the pot. Bump, bump. Okay. Now let's try this. This way, I think. Maybe, possibly. Yep. Okay. Reborn. Okie dokie. I see you come galumphing back. Have you the crystal then? I do, I do, I do. What a prodigiously large and lovely crystal. Professor Lamberton will doubtless chortle with joy when you present it to him in person. Oh, and upon your return, do remember to recount how I helped you with your harvest. You pointed the way, but I appreciate it. No, I guess I could just pop over there. Hi, Xavier. You're new? Well, welcome, darling. Okie dokie. Let us go take this back to him. There we go. Hello, sir. My keen scholar senses tells me that you've attained the correct crystal. Am I right? You are indeed, sir. If you would grant me a moment to examine the crystal. Ah, it is as you desired, a corrupted crystal overflowing with wind-expected aether. Remind me, for what purpose did you intend to use this crystal again? What? To breach a barrier comprised of wind-expected aether? Oh dear. That may prove problematic, as this crystal would only serve to strengthen the barrier. I suppose I am at fault for not inquiring to your objectives from the start. Had I known your intent, I would have never sent you to Hahasako. But what is science if not trial and error? And can you truly say that this failure has taught you nothing? Think, woman. You now understand the method necessary to safely collect the corrupted crystal. You will doubtless have no difficulty doing so once more. What's more, the crystal you collect can serve as an invaluable resource for the ethereal studies conducted by the students of Baldessian. You've heard of them? Well, I don't mean to boast, but I have a professional relationship with the organization. Not as equals, of course. I would never be so bold as to claim that level of expertise. Are you all right? Your eyes seem to have glazed over for a moment. Oh my God, that is a mood sometimes. Anyway, I shan't keep you from your task. You've still a corrupted crystal to find. Why, yes, I do. So, not what I wanted. I wanted that. That. And poof! Yes. I like low necks on her, I think. Alright, a promising prospect. Professor Lamberton knows where you might find a crystal you see. Corrupted crystals of sufficient size and strength are not all that common, I fear. Unfortunately, one of my other students, Sienna, claimed to have discovered another promising site in eastern Lenosha. Wait, that's not correct. Eastern Lenosha was where she was nearly killed when wandered too close to an imperial castle. Now that made for an amusement antidote. No, it didn't. It was western Lenosha, the Pharaoh Sirius, on the Isle of Umbra to be precise. I can't recall her exact reasoning. Something to do with one of Dalamar's talents or some such nonsense. What I can say for certain is that she is still in Elfport, attempting to gain access to the Isles. Why not travel there and see if her inquiries bear fruit? If you can look, past the crass and violent ways of the local pirates, you might find your time there to be quite pleasurable. Oh, and do not forget to take your makeshift wooded pot, lest you think that you are unprepared for the task. Well, okay then. But first, I'm going to go repair all the things. Delivery. Junk monger. Nope, I need. Maybe it's in here. I need a mender. Merchant mender. There we go. Repair all the gear. Do your thing, sir. Mm. I love popcorn. Alright. Repair the plate. And I just finished what it. It's in my belly. There we go. Finish my popcorn. Alrighty then. Now we are going to excuse you, sir. There we go. They're dropped. They're back in the queue. Oof. Oof. Feels. Very much feels. Okay. You're the one that's over here. Oh, I remember this line. Eh? Corrupted crystals? Madam, I've no interest in being the butt of your joke, so if you've no other reason for addressing me, kindly leave me be. What is it with you people? Well, I'll be damned. Professor Lamberton did send you. I beg your pardon. It seems we got off on the wrong foot. I'm Sienna, greatest of the professor's pupils, which is doubtless why he bid you seek me out. Indeed, I am an accomplished scholar with an extensive background and... Oh, God, just listen to me prattle on and on. I must have given this introduction a dozen times by now. Gotcha. Yeah, that's not helpful. That's not helpful. Alright, so... Guild it is. It's probably not pirates. Sienna is frustrated with the progress of her research. As I told Professor in my many missives, I believe that the area surrounding Cyrus is replete with corrupted crystals of exceptional strength. Unfortunately, I've yet to test my hypothesis, as all access to the Isle of Umbra is prohibited at present for reasons unknown to me. You see, my attempts to acquire this information are often met with annoyance and disdain. It's rather puzzling, since I always take the time to explain my motivations in great detail to the subject of my question. Mayhap you will have better luck wrestling information from these yellow jackets. I've all but given up at this point. Yes, I will. Point. Oh, wrong door. Oh, there was one up. I forgot about that one. Further up, over, and jump. Further up, over, and jump. Ah! You startled me. But don't you know better than to sneak up on a person at a time like this? What with all this fatuous gossip of spirits and spectators haunting the Isle of Umbra? Just because I know it's nonsense doesn't make it any less frightening. Gotcha. 11 Stranger Things. I'm back. You've been busy? So have I. I've been busy too. Did you have a good weekend? You're keen on traveling to the Isle of Umbra? Oh, bloody owl's lice. Are you drunk or just crazy? Ain't nothing there but death, death, and more death. Doesn't mean I don't want to go. I'm just saying. Isle of Umbra? What interest have you in that godforsaken place? Ever since we were forced to abandon Pharaoh's Sirius, the Isles have become not more than a graveyard for ships, unable to navigate the shores, and a purgatory for the souls dragged down to the depths with them. How the feeling of trying to steer me away from it. Ah, Grandma, you've returned. Tell me of your findings. Really? Infested with the undead, you say? That is a very, very interesting development. Excuse me for a moment while I gather my thoughts. I'll try to. Baby, relax them first. It's okay. I'm glad you're here, though. Representing the representative. Sienna seems to have regained her composure. Worry not, my friend. I've given your findings some thought, and I've concluded that this talk of spirits is not more than local folklore. As for why all travel to the Isle of Umbra is restricted, well, mayhap it's considered too dangerous, owing to the abandonment of Pharaoh's Sirius. Yes, well, anyway, while you were questioning those yellow jackets, I paid a visit to the local pub. Since even an esteemed scholar like myself enjoys dulling her wits on occasion, it was there that I heard tell of a man named Skyfrin, who was recently detained after returning from, wait for it, the Isle of Umbra. This is the first I've heard of someone actually traveling to and from there, so I'm curious as to how he obtained permission. Mind having a chat with him in my stead? He was arrested after all, so I'm somewhat reticent to approach him myself. Okay. Dum 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 dum. No. I have to go back. She calls to me, sings to me. Tell Mimidoa, I'm sorry. Give him this. He was right. Or you could release me? Yes, release me. I will go and tell her. Let me go to her. Got the drops, she comes, and the music from that run. Very nice. And a partridge in a pear tree. Alrighty then. What does Skyford have to say? That's not terribly helpful. I couldn't care less how much he misses his favorite bar went. But what was that about a man named Mimidoa? Wait, I know that name. That's the bastard who grabbed my arse the other day at the pub. So if you want to give him that feather, be my guest. I'm not going anywhere near him and his wandering hands. He grabbed her butt. He grabbed her butt. I'm Kaden. I watched your old mind. Ah! I will be bringing that back. I missed. There he is. Eventually, I'll be taking a break from time to time from this and doing some Minecraft stuff. Another initiate, are you? No? And then what are you? Speak up, Missy. I can't hear you. Okay. Hey? Bugger me. Is this what I think it is? Nah, couldn't be. You found this, you say? Where did you say you found it? Catherine, you say. Was hoping to have a word with the lad, but it sounds like there's not left twixt his ears. He was supposed to help patch up Pharaoh Cyrus, he was. The company sent me to supervise a lot of them. Weren't getting work done on their own, see? Half of them walked off, half of them ran off, and half of them up and vanished. What's that? Ye be looking for passage to the Isles of Umbra? Why didn't you say so? I've been thinking of dispatching someone to take a look on behalf of old Mimidoa. Tell him how the land lies. Ain't nobody been interested till you came a-calling. Whole port's up in arms about spirits and so forth. If I had the gill, I'd hire some sellsword and let 'em sort it out. But you'll do in a pinch, you will. Show this parchment to the skipper, and he'll see you there and back. Yay. Hi, Brody. Here? Or do I have to go up? Oh, if I read, I'd have to go back to her. So you went and had a word with Mimidoa? I hope the valuable time you saw fit to waste amounted to something. Yeah, I got permission to. You mean that disgusting creature was Skyfrin's superior? I find that hard to believe, but this writ of passage does appear to be genuine, so it must be true. I must say, it is a relief to work with such an industrious woman as you. I look forward to hearing of the discoveries you will make on the Isle of Umbra without me. Final Fantasy 14, baby. Anything we do every day, Pinky. Take over the world. The reluctant researcher. Sienna has no desire to journey to the Isle of Umbra. Fine. I fail to see the justification for dragging me along on your journey, but if you insist, I will go as well. But 12 is my witness. If you leave me behind to be devoured by some horrid abomination, I shall come back to haunt you. Okay. There he is. Ha! Take me to the Isle of Umbra, she bids, as if it's simple as. Oh, I see you've got a bit of passage. All right, then. I'm aboard. This doesn't seem all that bad. I'm not saying I'd like to build a summer home here, but oh, the hell's with this. Here, take your pot and go on without me. You've harvested corrupted crystals before, right? So it isn't as though you require my assistance. Speak to the man guarding the gate. I'm sure he'll let you in. Now, if you would please excuse me. Well, okay then. David! I need another pair of boots too. Back to the mines. I beg your pardon, madam, but how did you come here? Access to the island is currently restricted. Yeah. An old pot? I'm not sure I follow. Oh, I see. You wish to harvest a corrupted crystal. Sorry, friend, but you may have to return empty-handed. Sweet something. David has a simple proposal for you. The writ master Mimidoa you gave you may grant you access to the island, but only authorized personnel may proceed past this point. Why, you ask? Look up and see for yourself. When the giant master crystal struck the lightning house, It caused severe damage to both the structure and the machinery within that once powered the beacon. Contrary to what the small folk would have you believe, the fires of Thera Sirius were not the products of a major thermaturgy or a colossal arcane bomb, but an elaborate contraption fueled by an ethereal energy. Repairs are still ongoing, but it's anyone's guess when they'll be complete. What's worse, all work has ceased since rumors of the Walking Dead dove off our entire crew. Not that the rumors are incorrect. I've observed the things from a distance at the ship graveyard to the south. Oh, what's drawn them to our shores is still a mystery, though. I'll make you a deal, Grandma. Help me unravel this mystery, and I'll bring you your corrupted crystal. In fact, I shall begin searching for one that satisfies your requirements. As for where to begin your inquiries into the situation, it so happens that a party of 3 adventurers came ashore not long ago, seeking to scavenge valuable trinkets at the ship's graveyard. I'd be surprised if they knew nothing of the undead infestation, so it might behoove you to question them. How many you think's gonna get squashed by the arena? At least 2, possibly 3. Pork chop! Hi, sweetheart. You love my videos? Thank you, baby. It's all there for the taking. 5 bleeding years worth of wreckage and their cargo, but those queer dead things and that voice. Actually, the voice was quite nice. Good drunk. Got that voice, that singing fleeting verse. I can still hear it. Stay clear of the southern shore, friend. It took every ounce of my strength to resist. You saw 'em too, right? Dead people. Just shambling about without a care in the world. Except when they do seem to care, and that is, and start shuffling towards the water. Right? Hey, David. Hmm? This talk of an alluring voice is disturbingly familiar, as if, but that's impossible. They're all dead, aren't they? Hmm. History repeating. Oh, we have a duty coming up. Vita's sweating profusely. But if they have returned, that would mean. Oh, beg your pardon. I was just thinking about something. Which reminds me, I received word that Master Mimidoa would be arriving at any moment. Apparently, he grew frustrated waiting for the sweet young lass with skin as soft as phoenix down to return, which I'm assuming is you. I don't know what sort of arrangement you had, but you should probably go and explain yourself. And I love how they filled in the whole aspect of what I need to be doing while Sid is fixing the airship. What's been keeping you, Nishat? You ain't getting any younger, you know. Lord, child. Hey, some honey voiced harlot's been calling out to folk what wander near the ship graveyard, and it stirred up the dead and all. Bloody house! This takes me back to the days of the cannon boys sailing under old Mistbeard. But they wouldn't dare, would they? Not after the lesson we learned them last time. Ah, they bloody would. And though, wouldn't they? Raising all biddies. Some folks said that as the first purge would be the last, but I knew deep down in me bones as this day would come. And come it has. I bet me bum ear a siren's behind all this. Nay, not one of the sanguine variety. Nishard, I'm thinking of the other kind. Them's what's got feathers and lures sailor to a watery grave with their sweet, sweet song. Oh, but it don't end there. No, drowning's just the start. So even in death, a man stays bound to the beast, forced to do her bidding until his corpse can't do it no more. 'Tis a fate I wouldn't wish on me worst enemies, except maybe in a drink, and I'd regret it after. Anyway, it's up to us to stop this hell-born hussy before she takes another soul. I heard my phone going off. Okay. Um, of course, we can't send you marching off to war without these. The sirens don't have no power over man as can't hear her song. And 'tis lucky for you I carry a spare pair. And lucky for the both of us, I'm a superstitious old sod, eh? Well, she ain't coming to us, so we'd best head over to her, to the ship graveyard, Nisha. Okay. Me and my umbrella. Umbrella, umbrella. Yeah, probably gonna have to fight. Yeah. See if I can squeeze by. Nope. Alright. Now let's see if we can get there. Mimidoa! If she passes near the shore, she's sure to spy the campfire and come looking. Just a matter of waiting now. Dirty time! And we're waiting and waiting. Huh, I'm beginning to wonder if some sly bugger ain't spun us a yarn here. Quiet. Hear that? It's her. Oh, look! Out over the water. She's come, Nisha. She's come. Quick, lass, shove them plugs in your ears and get ready for a fight. Soon as she realizes you're deaf to her duties, she'll call on her thralls, and we'll be up to our necks in corpses before you know it. Readjust here. There we go. Hither embrace in mine everything. All. True love spurned, her cruelty's reward. Okay. fair, mournful mistress, distressed. Why? What else you got? Melody, last breath of death, the rhythm. Dost thou not to relent, regret forever? Oh, I guess that's because we have earplugs and we don't hear everything. So it was four of them. Yay! 3 DPS in it. I mean, hey, am I alright? Ha, I'm better than that and shit. Happy as a sailor in a whorehouse I am. Of course I'd be happy as a sailor with two Watsons if we gutted this songstress, but you can't have everything, can you? And she'll not come crooning round here again, though. Not for a while, any road. And if she does, well, we know what to do, don't we? Thanks for the help. Bugger me, I've clean forgot your name. Remind me. Grandma? Don't recall having no initiate by that name. But if you're not me old mate, or whose name, why you been so bloody helpful? Oh, never mind. Be seeing you, lassie. No, I don't want to fight. We're just gonna try and run away from all of them when we get back to David. Yay! You mean it was a siren? But how were you able to resist her song? I see. I had heard that Master Mimidoa was involved in the first purge, but I never actually, haven't survived an ordeal like that. I can't blame him for carrying earplugs around with him. Anyway, I have something for you, the corrupted crystal you wanted, safely sealed within the pot, just as you requested. Please take it with my compliments. Right, so we're just gonna like pop over there. Maybe just for fun. I mean, not complaining, but I get it. Look up which one has 2 sets of boots. I think one of them has 2 sets. I could be mistaken. Oh, it's you! Welcome back, Grandma. You're looking remarkably hale, I must say, and more importantly, alive. You are alive, aren't you? Oh my word. Aha! The conquering hero returns bearing a gift. Might I have a closer look? Impressive. Very impressive indeed. Yes, I think you'll be quite pleased with this specimen. Congratulations, Grandma. Seldom if ever have I encountered a corrupted crystal composed of such a volatile overabundance of fire aspirator. What? You wanted a corrupted crystal composed of ice suspected it could counteract the effects of a raging wind. Ah, ah. Well, this specimen won't help you there. Anyone who knows anything about the elements could tell you that. You'll just have to keep looking, I suppose. Yay, we've gotten Surecast. The curious case of the Giggity. Sienna knows where the corrupted crystal that you seek can be found. Don't fret it now. I know exactly where to find a corrupted crystal comprised of aspected ether. An associate of mine in Gran'ma has been studying the effect of one such crystal on a living being. Hey? What's with this expression? I thought you would be pleased to hear this news. This is not another wild dodo chase, I assure you. And what's even better is that this time you needn't use that warded pot of yours to protect yourself from this crystal's energies. Hayden's findings suggest that it's quite safe. Why, you ask? Well, let's just say that it has undergone a unique process that has rendered such precautions unnecessary. Anyway, do not let me keep you. It has been a pleasure, Grandma. Come back and see me sometime, all right? Okay. Up to level 43. All righty then. Greetings and salutations. Miss Lalafell, I presume. Sienna informed me of your adventures in Elport. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Although, as Professor Lamberton is fond of saying, no action taken in the name of science is ever truly wasteful. To the matter at hand, corrupted crystals possessing the properties you seek could be found in abundance at the standing courses following the calamity. Alas, that is no longer the case. And while there is at least one suitable crystal that remains to be found within 12 woods, precisely where it is at any given moment is more difficult to say. Permit me to explain. You are familiar with Spriggans, yes? The furry little rascals that aren't wont to seek out ores and other stones? Well, one such creature with an infamously insatiable appetite has single-handedly devoured every corrupt crystal in the 12 wood. Fortunately for you, these crystals take an eternity to digest, assuming they can even be digested. And I'm reasonably confident that one still resides within his gut. It's quite fascinating, really. My theory is that this giggity first consumed a corrupt crystal when you couldn't care less about all this, could you? To the point, then. Giggity seldom makes his presence felt unless there is particularly fine fodder to be had. Therefore, we shall require a lure, and I have precisely the sort who will find impossible to resist. Simply place this true heart. I shall save the story of its origin, of its unusual name for another occasion, outside of the Spriggan's lair and wait for the opportune moment to finish. As for the method by which he retrieved the crystal from his gut, I shall leave that to your discretion. Hey, Lily, how you doing, darling? Alright, let's see, where are we going? Alright, so we need to go out to White Wolf Gate. That will be the closest. Hopefully I can avoid a lot of these, maybe, possibly. Yeah, I didn't think so. Ah, and there you are. Yeah, I think I got this one. There we go. We should be safe to put this on here. Ah, of course I did. Alright then. Before we get aggro again. Hey, Nelson. Ah. Ah! Pray do not sneak up on me like that. I was engrossed in. Wait, what is that? What is that god awful smell? My word, that is a breathtakingly beautiful crystal. I see my supposition was not mistaken. I also see you weren't adverse to digging through these friggin' entrails for your prize. Ew. And no boots again. Yay! You did make it. We have a Langsley in the house. And I also see you weren't averse. Oh, I said that. We owe our furry friend a debt of gratitude, you know. This thick coating of digestive juices is protecting us from the harmful effects of the crystal, just as the water pot you once used did. Why so glum, friend? You finally obtained the corrupted crystal you sought, one overflowing with earth-aspected ether. Calm down, I just. It is comprised of ice-aspected ether. Worry not. I suppose that joke was in poor taste considering your previous two attempts were for naught. Better late than never. Hayden has neglected to return to you your corrupted crystal. And boots don't help. Okay. Beg your pardon, Grandma. I forgot to return your crystal to you. Oh, and there was a message for you from Professor Lamberton. Something about a man named Marquise. Apparently, the professor misses the intellectual stimulation. Forgive me, I should have written it down. It occurs to me that I have yet to ask why you needed the crystal. You aren't planning anything nefarious, are you? It would reflect poorly on me and my research if it was used for evil ends. Ah, well, perhaps it's best I remain ignorant. I didn't become the professor's greatest pupil by filling my head with unnecessary information. Alright, so we get to deliver it to Sid. Good. Give me some luck getting this problem. Since you had to go and survive. Hi, Coco. Remove the muscle around my waist and I'll give you any drop you want. Okay. I think the airship. Yeah. Greetings, madam. Do you wish to proceed to your vessel? I do indeed. All repairs and modifications have been complete, Grandma. Once you bring me that crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. We might actually get to Garuda. I'll need to run some tests to be sure, but this looks to be exactly what we need. Worry not, Grandma. I'll see that your hard work doesn't go to waste. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship, but mark my words, soon it will become something greater, something extraordinary. This, this is me. This is what I was born to do. Don't get the boots. Look, Lady of the Vortex. Now we get the long cutscene. Nothing helps. With this modification now installed, the Enterprise is finally ready to make the journey to the Howling Eye. According to my test, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal, meaning we can leave whenever you're ready. But you must understand, tests can only tell one so much. Until we approach the Howling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, I cannot be sure that this will work. I think it only fair to tell you that there is a small but statistically significant chance that the crystal could trigger a massive. Mayhap it's better that we remain positive. Grandma, I want to thank you for reuniting me with my ship, for trusting in me to develop this plan, for everything. You've helped me to discover a part of myself I'd forgotten. I am not the man I once was, and I do not know if I ever shall be, but I do know one thing. This feels right. My apologies for the sudden outpouring of sentiment. I would have waited until after the mission, but well, you understand.
There. She's ready.
Now you get to hear his voice. There we go.
Ah, she stirs. To Kurthus, and an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda. Enterprise, engage.
Damn it. I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you. Just how long have I worn these damn goggles? Ah, yes, I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days.
Little Sid. Little Sid.
The young prodigy, admired by all, exactly like his father. Born and raised in Garlemald. It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer. Had his father not done the same? Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye? When did Meteor become your everything, and your loved ones cease to matter? You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not. Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius was just another man, with an all-consuming obsession. And so I ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks. Ah yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles. Eorzea opened my eyes. It was home to so many manner of people, each with their own hopes and dreams. People worth saving, and so I fought beside them. I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose. I wanted to prove that there was another way. And it all began that day when I found my new home. I had forgotten how wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky. That light, it was you, wasn't it? It's surprising how few people know this, but all pureblood Garleans have a third eye. Perhaps mine helped me recognize you, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess. The Enterprise was made for this, to carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. I am proud to be able to call her my own.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
Alphinaud, my boy, sorry to have been such a burden. I remember everything.
Do you though?
My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything. Come, it would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.
Once we get to level 80, y'all will be able to see what he actually forgot. Alrighty then. All our efforts, all our travails, all of it was for this. Make ready, Gran'ma, for the end is nigh, be it hers or our own. Yay! I'm ready for an invite. Whenever you are ready. Trigger bitches! Yeah, with these cutscenes being as long as they are that I remember, this is probably going to be the last bit that we do. She will go down fast. Cutscenes, not so much. More support. Absolutely. Who dares intrude upon my sanctuary? Your insolence shall not go unpunished, landwalkers. Well preserved. She's huge. As I live and breathe. Oh my god, so I just put 2 and 2 together with 16. Sid was actually that whole Garuda. Okay, sorry, I didn't want to spoil it for anybody who's not done 16, but yeah. So, all right, over there, look, Amalda and Kabul prisoners. But why would the Ixa bring them here? Wherefore come you hither, foolish mortals? Garuda, we are come to put an end to your reign of terror. Hear you this blasphemy, my children? These landwalkers would bring me low. You who are bound to crawl upon the earth should revere me, for I am the wind. Did we not take to the skies and slip your defenses? We are bound by nothing, Garuda. You think your playthings give you strength? They will not help you here, Landwalker. This is my realm, and how is it that Sid can be around and not get turned? Okay, sorry, just when you know the whole story, like all of a sudden it's like, wait, what? Hi, Carter. Hey, Caden. Thank you, darling. But that will not help you here, Landwalker. This is my realm, where none can challenge my supremacy. Struggle though you may, I shall slake the roots with your blood, and festoon the canopy with your entrails. Slay the unfeathered ones we shall, as an offering to Garuda they will serve. Leave the Ixal to us, Gran'ma. We will keep them distracted while you deal with her. Do not fail, Gran'ma. Remember, you fight for the Scions, for Eorzea. And I know, don't die. I'm too bloody useful. Got it. This worm would die by mine own hand. Come then, I shall grant you that which you seek. Ah, there you go. Get her. Down there she goes. Achievement unlocked. No, 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 no! My power, no! Okay, bye. What? How in the hells? This is my realm. You have no hope here. None. None! Did you truly believe you could defy a god, Landwalkers? My power is limitless. My children legion, and they have rendered unto me a wealth of crystals. Their gifts sustain me. Their faith empowers me. None save my children will escape the reckoning, mortals, and those who would use my crystals to waken the rest shall realize the folly of their faith. And then I shall worship none but me, the one true God. Of course, worship. So long as the Ix will keep praying, she will never fall. Then let's stop them. Ah! No harm will come to you, my children. This is only the beginning, landwalkers. All who oppose me shall suffer for their defiance. Soon the worms of the forest shall receive my judgment. The desert vermin next. Their walls of stone will not shield them from the tempest. And then will I take vengeance on the sea lice. Their wooden boats cannot outrun the wind. Tremble, mortals, for I shall visit you all in time, and all shall be mine. All mine! You, landwalker, you who dared to raise your hand against me, you shall be the first to pay for your sins, not with your death, but with your life. She will serve me, landwalker, to your last breath. Yeah, about that. No! I claimed you. You should be mine. And there is our last crystal. What? What are you? What have you done to me? No mortal should possess such power. This is impossible. But wait, there's more. It should wrap up the rest of the stream.
Why do you not tremble at my might? Why do you not beg for mercy? Why do you not die? We've done it! Ah! Impossible it is!
Kill you all!
Is that all? O Lady of the Vortex, O mighty Garuda! Of all primals, the most terrible, I say again, is that all?
Gaius!
Ah, Sid, my boy, you look well. For one who has forsaken kin and country, I wonder what else you will forsake before the day is done.
What?
What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day? Well, I shall accomplish far more.
Is that all? Is that all? Insolent mortal! I shall make you suffer! That foul stench! I see now. She has touched you! Very well.
Seven hells, does she still mean to fight?
Our Lord of the Inferno Almighty Ifrit, grant us succor in our hour of need!
Save us, Titan, Lord of Crags! It hurts us so! The pain! The pain!
What is she? 12 preserve. She cannot mean to... No. No, this is all wrong.
Stop gawping, boy. We must run.
Surrender yourselves unto me! I would feast upon your ether! None shall stand against the wind!
Bear witness to the glory of the Empire! It is you who will suffer, Garuda. Ancient Alec had ways of dealing with your kind. Now, look on their ultimate weapon, Icon, and despair.
No! No! No!
Magnificent. It exceeds all expectation.
With each primal it consumes, it grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
Such is the fate of those who oppose the Empire. There will be no warriors of light to save you this time. If your leaders are as wise as they are reported, they will surrender. Your skills are impressive, but they will not be enough.
XII, have mercy. What chance have we against such an ungodly creation? And who was that armored devil?
That was Gaius van Balsar, legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion and supreme commander of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea.
Of course. The Black Wolf. How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations. What have you been doing these past 5 years? How could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
We heard no whispers, saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts, but that was the extent of their aggression.
Damn it, Gaius! Where in the 7 hells did you find that thing?
It has been a day of unexpected developments, but the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat. While I take no comfort in the manner of her downfall, it does mean that we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side, for the time being at least.
Which just leaves the matter of Gaius's new toy.
Indeed. That weapon poses the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can. Let us make for Vesper Bay. We shall rebuild the Scions. All is not yet lost, my friend, for we bear the light, and shall surely lead our people from the darkness.
Well, okay then. Pray return to... Alright. Let's close this one up and we'll go ahead and say goodnight. Well, that was an experience I would rather not have again. Something has been troubling me, Grandma. Shortly before the Black Wolf took center stage, when Garuda attempted to claim you as her own, I could have sworn I saw... but I'm sure I was mistaken. In times of great stress, the evidence of the eye is apt to be misread by even the most inquiring mind. I forget I mentioned it. Returning to the subject of our earlier discussion, we may consider the matter of the primal closed until further notice. No beast tribe will dare summon their gods so long as that weapon exists. Surely a more effective deterrent I could not imagine. It almost seems a shame to plot its destruction. Alrighty then. So we have gotten a lot accomplished this time, and I will be back on next Monday to continue the storyline, and we get to go and see how we're going to take down that ultimate weapon that the Garland seem to have. So thank y'all for showing up. I had a lot of fun chatting with y'all and showing you the story, and I hope to see y'all back next Monday for more of this. If you are so inclined to come over to the Discord, I will be continuing later of the storyline on the original Gran'ma tomorrow night. Wednesday will be Raft. Thursday will be another Final Fantasy original Gran'ma. And Friday will be Star Wars The Old Republic. If you can see, up on the top there is a web address that shows all of my socials and how to get there. So I do hope to see y'all back. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Peace out. Keep doing your bull. And have an absolutely fantabulous evening. Good night. Dream sweet. Bye, guys.